Here we go.
Welcome to the Township of Nipissing Recreation Committee meeting, Monday, February 2nd, 2026 at 6:32. Disclosure of pecuniary interest. I see none. Approve the minutes of the Recreation Committee meeting held January 6th, 2026. Mover and a seconder, Julie and Charlie. All in favor? Slow down. Number 3, a motion to set 2026 Recreation Committee meeting dates.
So in the back, you'll see the proposed dates. This is gonna leave Thursdays open. So if we wanna do another event out there, cornhole and museum meetings fall within the first Wednesday of every month from April to November, which falls on a council week, so it works out really well.
A mover and a seconder.
Sorry, can I ask a question? Sorry, what do you mean? So we're not gonna run the museum meetings like on an alternate Monday?
They're the first Wednesday of every month from April to November, I believe,
Okay,
which
but that means so it's Wednesday night.
Wednesday night for an hour. But
Mover and a seconder. Julie Shelley. That the 2026 recreation meeting schedule will be as follows.
hold on.
January 19th, 2026, February, I guess it would be today, 2nd, 2026, March 2nd, 2026, April 2026, there's no meeting, May 4th, 2026, June 1st, 2026, July 2026, no meeting, August, no meeting, September 14th, 2026, October 5th, November 23rd, 2026, and December, no meeting. All in favor? So we have a motion to apply for funding from Cal's Reply Fund, which is a fund provides grant to offset the cost of recycled rubber products made from Canadian scrap tires. Any questions?
What is
ground
it?
cover.
What's it used for?
So that's what we're asking, what we want to use it for. So ideally, it's recycled rubber that can be laid down. It can be for playground surfaces, matting, flooring, paving, roofing, landscape tiles, or other construction and landscaping products. So ideally, we need a mat to go underneath of the accessible swing at the playground. We're open to ideas. It doesn't have to be just used for that. It can be used for other things. Depending, the grant is for between $18,000 and $20,000. So we have to kind of keep it in a ballpark range. So
We did some research and we looked and seen, some of the other places that were successful with the grant used it to put under their whole playground. Right. Thought, okay, we investigated that. We got a couple quotes anywhere from 65 to 95,000. So unfortunately, that's not within our preview this time. So we've thought hard about it. We're running into a wall. So we're hoping maybe somebody else would have some other ideas.
Where did the kids put on their skates? In the building?
Yep.
Could we have a little aisle like to the rink?
Go from the rink shack right through to a rink.
It should be perfect.
Sorry, what was the maximum grant again, Krista?
20,000.
Hmm.
You get quotes for doing just under the swing?
It was kind of an all or nothing at that given moment because they're two different. So the stuff that would be laid on the playground isn't just a mat, it's actually like boards.
Oh.
And then it's like, I don't want to use the word, I don't know how to, it's sealed. Once it's poured on and then it's sealed. So the matting for underneath falls into a completely different thing, and the problem that we're running into is finding people that do it.
Then the other thing we have to look at is, we got the mat under the swing, it's great.
Yeah,
We need to get it from the road to the swing set. A path. And we're not ready for that. We're still have to put some money aside and stuff to build a walkway or parking spots, and that's in the future. So if we go ahead with the mat, that's great. We'd have a mat underneath, which is a good start. But I hear the rink shack might be a good possibility.
and it's not just as simple as throwing the mat underneath the swing. Like there's groundwork that needs to be done. There's multiple components to the process. So it's not, like I said, it's just not as simple as just being like.
And unfortunately, there's no local companies.
Yeah,
The closest one we found was down by Toronto. So,
there is another place I kind of looked into today. I'm not 100% sure. From what I read, they were more like, they can do. I don't know if they do the mats or if it's just like the rubber and then the ceiling type of thing. I'm gonna look more into it tomorrow to see, but again, yeah, sourcing things locally is.
this grant opportunity comes with a lot of paperwork on the side. The quote, there's a number of quotes you have to get, there's certain steps, and this all has to be done by February 28th. So it's kind of a time crunch. So that's why the meeting was called, to get some more input.
Do you have a rough idea what the square footage cost is, so we can sort of figure that out?
Depends on what you'd like to do.
Okay, so I understand when Kristen is saying whether it's the stuff that's sealed or, you know,
Or a
is,
mat,
yeah,
or
or a mat, or.
I know that they
And
use
even-
tires as mulch almost in gardens.
Well, I've seen it down at Lee Park, I
Yeah.
think they did the whole thing, that must have cost an arm and a leg,
It's not cheap.
didn't realize that. Is there another area in the playground that you might think of? Or we
You
just,
mean Heritage Park in general?
that are, yeah,
Well,
that's
our
what,
two options are either
This-
playground or the rink shack and the rink.
okay.
But it's mandatory to have it under the swing, correct?
It will meet more of the accessibility standards side of it,
Right.
but we'll get there. It's
Okay.
not,
Well,
Like this year, we have to add wood chips, so we're adding another layer, so it's gonna bring it back up. Ultimately, the goal eventually will be do a walkway but this grant opportunity came about and just seeing if we can utilize it. Like, you could even think of beaches, like we can't think of anything at the beaches, there's nothing really here for recycled, that we could think of.
no, Heritage Park would be the place.
And for that kind of money, I mean, you're gonna get the mat, that's about it. I don't think you'd get to the rink shack, you know, instead of the mat. I would go with the mat first though, for the accessibility. I mean, if it was a ton of money, you could do the whole rink. And then that would be because this is the same stuff as all surface tracks, you know, running tracks,
Okay.
that's what it is. But again, it's incredibly expensive, like you said.
Is the grant just for the material and then the township would have to pay to have it installed?
So a portion of it is so any of the groundwork that needs to be done prior to is our responsibility.
Right.
But then the install and the product itself.
That comes from the company.
Is it the same kind of material that is in the rink shack right now as flooring?
Those are rubber mats, yeah.
So can it be used to replace the ones that are currently there if they need to be?
We just did that about 2 years ago, so they're pretty, yeah.
Plus, is it for accessibility for challenged kids? Is that specifically the Cal grant? I mean, is it?
No,
No, it's
No.
so it's just.
it's just something that we were trying to check off our
Yeah,
list.
super,
Yeah,
super, but it's not specifically for children.
No,
who are
I
No.
believe it's
challenged
based on
mobility.
recycle, reused
Okay,
tires.
okay,
yeah.
okay.
Cal Tire wants to
Okay.
do something with all the old tires.
Oh, that's where the Cal comes into it.
Yeah,
Oh. Didn't think of that at all. Okay.
okay, so we have a mat on the swing and then mats from the rink building to the, gives us something else to go on.
So my thought, if we proceed with the mat, like I said, it's great that the mat's there, but if they can't get to it right away, it's just gonna be there.
That's true too.
And then you gotta wonder if we're gonna antagonize people just by doing half a job.
Can you get a quote to see going from the rink shack to have a path done on what that cost would be and if that would encompass then after the grant?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, for sure.
Or would you go from the rink shack, if you're making something to the play structure? You know, are you looking for a walkway to the,
Or even from the road?
So you go from in front of the township office, that little driveway there,
Yeah.
to the swing.
right?
Yeah.
So you'd look at that instead of maybe the rink. And then they'd have both.
It's whatever, whatever
That's a
everyone
good
would like.
idea.
It's not mandatory to have it to the rink because they can just go through the snow or have guards on their skates, right? They
It's
could
usually
probably-
frozen and they
Yeah.
skate down
skate
anyway.
down there. I think it's probably more important for the accessibility, right?
We will see what we can do.
Make that option one, and if it doesn't work, then you can go to the other. So do you just need a motion that, to accept the grant?
Yeah, so I can apply. Oh, I'm sorry. Here, girl. Sorry.
I'll move out of the way so she can see you. Apologize.
All right, a mover and a seconder. That we authorize the submission of the 2026 CALS Reply Fund Grant application. All in favor? So we have one discussion item for advertising.
All right, so it was brought that somebody would like to have this on the agenda. So some of the thoughts that we're having, is I'll pass these around. T-shirts were brought up, so we got a couple designs made up for the volunteers, and then kind of stepping on what Julie brought the last meeting for the board members, community members. Is one option for the shirts. Some of the other things we're looking at for advertising is putting signboards up at the landfills. So it'd be like a 4x4 sign that we can pin posters and flyers to. And we'd look at doing it something with like rebar so they're easy to move. As the landfill moves, we can move the signs with it. The t-shirts, we have the 2 signs at the community center and fire hall that we are utilizing. We have Facebook and the website. We have word of mouth, of course, like usual. We have a signboard in here, and we have one in the fitness center. So we are getting a lot of people.
The response at Cherry Yoga was because of the outside sign. More people continue to speak to me about that. So I'm.
The outside sign's great.
The outside.
Yeah, it is great. The winter months, that's our biggest hurdle, but we're working with it.
I don't mind doing it.
Oh, we have a maintenance person that helps look after it.
Oh,
It's
okay.
just with the snow, depends on how much snow we get and where we have to pile the snow.
Oh, okay.
So sometimes we have to wait. Public Works is great to assist us, but it all falls in on.
Oh, okay. I thought
Certain
you were
times.
having problems like actually
No.
putting stuff up. Oh, okay.
What about the free advertising on the local radio stations where they say call, like, if you have an event going on, call us, let us know, and they advertise, no charge. It's just the community event spot on the radio.
Yeah, we've tried that a few times for like the dinners and stuff. Some of the other events that we host, we try to get locals and the township residents, right? So we want to be careful, but for the dinners and stuff, we've sent it off to them before.
I think the sign at the landfills is good.
I think those are gonna be our biggest.
Everybody goes to the landfill.
Yeah,
So the first time we looked at doing permanent signs with posts and stuff. Then it was brought to our attention about using rebar. So like signposts, then if we have to move them, we just unbolt the sign, pull the rebar, move them to where the landfill, as the landfill progresses and changes, we can change our signs cost effectively too. So we have it in the budget to put the signs up, and then also one at the rink building outside.
That's good.
Just start and then possibly look at other avenues later on. So those are our thoughts and what we're doing to help advertise. I know we have in the budget to do some work around the community center this year, so we can start promoting it a little more. And
That's the question I have, because again, today, Will, somebody asked me if this building was available for public rent.
Somebody asked me too, and how much, and I had no idea.
And then
Yeah.
I spoke to Will the other day about it because I'd had a text from a friend saying they were interested in it, and I don't know anything about it.
so what we used to do, now it's getting a little harder because the rec is doing such a great job
Yeah.
with events.
Yeah.
We used to have it on our sign, community center for rent, but the rec department's doing such a good job, we don't have time to put them up anymore. Cause we're going from one event right to the next, to the next, to the next. But
Is there some way to give us the information, or, I mean, if we were wearing the t-shirts even, and somebody says, hey, can I rent your building? I don't know anything about it at all.
I send them to Kristen.
Yeah.
Well,
I
and
sent
that's
them
what
right
I
away
did
to-
as
yeah,
well,
that's what
but
I
I'm
did.
going, okay, is there some way that we can put it out there that it is, like I say, it was brought to my attention today.
So all that information is on our website.
Is it? Cause
Yeah.
I've gone in and I
Yeah,
couldn't
it's in
find
the
it. Oh,
user fee.
okay,
There's an area and it's user fee, but ideally it's our bylaw, but it states all the fees and for what and
okay.
for how long and.
Do we want to promote this more?
oh, of course, as things change too and progress with some website designs and stuff,
Yeah.
I think you'll see a little more user friendly as well. I was just thinking of something else I was just gonna say. Oh, do we have any room in the newsletter, upcoming newsletter for rec? Do you remember? I can't remember.
Yeah, so that was one of the things I was doing today. I think we have a full page. If not, we definitely have half, but I think I can make it a full page.
So we definitely put it in there.
Small font.
Well, not too small.
We can definitely put the community center
Okay,
rental in there.
Okay,
So I think we're doing everything that we possibly can at this time.
I think the t-shirts are a great idea for the committee members.
Yeah, if you're ever on shirts, have them call myself or Kristen for
yeah,
sure,
well, I have said to Kristen, to call the office.
for sure.
I like getting the volunteers back in t-shirts, so people, you know what I mean? For a lot that don't get into them anymore, right?
I always wear mine, well, in the summer. I always wear mine in the summer.
Well, it's nice too, because we look put together.
Yeah, it looks a little more professional, right?
So that is on the budget to go forward to council when budget season comes, so.
Okay, good.
Perfect, that's all I had, that's the update I have.
Mover and a seconder.
For what?
The meeting is hereby adjourned at 6:53 PM. Next regular meeting to be held March 2nd, 2026. All of it.